I don't know if that's popped up yet. You may have to play with that a little bit. Good morning, everybody. No, no, follow live. It's should. I mean, it made there probably a delay. So let's see here. Go back. Do 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 do. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live show. It's the live show. Having a good time. Hanging out at Bart's for brunch. Spooky brunch edition. Do 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 do. Miss Lisa just sent me a message. I'll have to answer that afterward. Is it? Are we on there? No, not yet. It said we got one watching. Good morning. Getting a slow start. Getting everybody in. Chris is in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Good morning. It's a bright, beautiful morning here at the, well, we're not the tavern. Where are we? Oh, yeah, Old Bart's. Grab a remote, too. I mean, a menu, if you don't mind when you come back. I want to talk about some of the wonderful specials I have. Do. There's more coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All righty. We'll get going here in a minute. We're just dealing with some technical difficulties. Wonderful stuff. We got some fun stuff to share with you guys this morning. A bunch of fun stuff. Let's see here. Who we got? Not showing me who's talking. Trying to see. I see a comment. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Is that Sloan? It is Sloan. Good morning, Sloan. Sweet Home Alabama. I bet y'all get tired of it. I bet y'all hate that song in Alabama now. Sloan, do y'all burn down that song, Sweet Home Alabama by Leonard Skinner? Just out of curiosity. Kind of curious if you are. Is it pop up there yet? Okay. Jacob, of course, is playing on his phone. He's not. Let's see. Yeah, not showing live on YouTube. We're on Facebook. I wonder why we're not showing live on YouTube. This is always fun when you're doing it on different locations. Let's see here. It says we're live. It says we are. It says we are on YouTube. Aren't we glad we have our DD214? Yes, Joey, we are extremely glad we have our DD214 right now. All right, so we are on YouTube because Joey commented on YouTube. Joey, you're watching on YouTube, right? We're just trying to get everything set up, you guys. Connor, good morning. Connor's jumping over to check on YouTube. Still not showing up on it? Yeah, not showing up on here either. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, I'm live. Yeah. You got to scroll. Scroll down a little bit. You are live on YouTube. Awesome. Hey, click on this. Click on the circle. Hang on. And then, right, no. Go up. And go down. Where'd he go? No, it's not going to be over there. Past live streams, no.
Yeah, you're not even.
Go down. Huh. I don't know why it's not showing up on TV here. Sorry, everybody. Thanks for joining in, though. I appreciate it. Connor says, yeah, we're live on YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, well. All right, that ain't working. Well, there was an idea. So, all right, we have one person in the audience with us today. So, all right, guys. Well, good morning, everybody. We've had a lot going on this past week. Thanks for joining us on the live brunch down here at Bart's. They have a wonderful brunch menu. which I don't have in front of me, but we have some big news. We're going to share that we're doing something awesome coming up near the end of the month is what we're doing. So joining me, of course, is Jacob. Jacob's on his way over.
What's up, guys?
You have another menu? Thank you, buddy. Kids are here. So, but yeah, I see here. Jennifer, good morning, Jennifer. All right. Yes, sir. Happy Sunday. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? All right. Connor says we're live on YouTube. All right, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for joining in on the live show. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, I don't know why the TV up there didn't want to work.
Well, I don't know. We didn't have time to mess with it. So, I mean, unfortunately, if you, I just watched this live, I think already. So you get the chance to see. So let's see here. What do we want to talk about first? Let's see here. What's in the news? No, I don't want to get in the news, and then we get people politically and everything else like that. So, Connor, Jacob. I know y'all haven't seen Jacob's face in a while. I mean, but we got some stuff we're going to share with you guys. Some footage. We're going to work with it a little bit. You guys get a shot to hear it first. So live. That's the cool thing about it. And get some of the new news. But no, actually, yesterday we went out to Toltec.
Yeah.
Plum Bayou, Toltec, whatever you want to call it. I call it Toltec still, and I will.
Yeah, I still call it Toltec.
And what's funny, so if you read online why they changed the name from Toltec to Plum Bayou,
right,
totally different than what the nice lady behind the counter was. That young lady, she was really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, I happened to ask. I was like, okay, so why did we change the name from Toltec to Plum Bayou? And she gave a pretty good answer. And I was tracking along all the way up until she said one key word.
Oh, yeah.
And that was Smithsonian.
Yep.
And once they mentioned Smithsonian to me, I just kind of tune them out because we all know quite well that the Smithsonian is very famous for not telling the truth and keeping it hidden.
Yeah, cover things up.
So do you know a little bit of the history of the Smithsonian, by the way?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so check this out. So when we were a young country, England had a whole bunch of natural museums and everything going on. It was all supplied for by the government. And I can't remember the name, and somebody might know it off the top of their head in the comments. So, no talks overseas. LOL, we want to go there. Oh, yeah, we want to go to the mountains. Yeah. But so they wanted to create kind of the same thing. And it was going to be a private entity. And our young government at the time was like, so we don't have to spend money for this. And they're like, no, we'll do it, but we want your backing, your support.
Yeah.
So that's how the Smithsonian was born.
Oh, that's kind of neat. I didn't know that.
Well, so the history is kind of cool. I mean, there could be some conspiracy with it, but it's neither here nor there. However, the Smithsonian does not have a good track record of keeping up with the artifacts. For some reason they end up in the river. Remains of giants will come in and they'll be like, oh yeah, we got them. Then they go, oh no, we don't know what you're talking about, and there's no evidence and there's no paper. Yeah, they follow into the river
in the basement.
Yep, shoved in the basement. Kind of makes them wonder, like Raise the Lost Ark at the end, when they ruin the ark in, and I like it. He goes, what people are looking into it? Top people, So maybe there's, Spielberg was onto something when he was talking about that with Raise the Lost Ark. So
a good movie.
The Smithsonian's like a secret society. It is. Good morning, Chris. How are you, brother? So, so we were talking to her, and she said the Toltecs never left her area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never left.
And now all this is coming from the Smithsonian, you guys. All this is coming from the Smithsonian, which is funny because it was the Smithsonian at first. It said, yes, it was Toltec. Just saying. In the late 1800s, when it was discovered, okay.
Mm-hmm.
When it was being excavated, the lady who owned it, the property, did reach out to the Smithsonian, reach out to some other organizations to come in and check. And these are the ones who said, yes, it is going to be Toltec. This is what it is. This is what's going on with it. Yeah. So the Toltec people came up and migrated because, one, we've got the spiral mounds in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Who are eerily similar to us, right? We've got obviously through the Ohio Valley, all the mounds come from here, go all the way up through the Ohio Valley. Now, they also said, hey, good morning, Charles. They also said that so the Toltec never left. We have all these mounds, and it's a Plum Bayou tribe whom nobody's ever heard of before.
No.
It's like they just said, hey, you know what? We're going to make this up. So Plum Bayou. And last time I checked, that area where the mounds are at in Scott is not famous for plums.
No.
But they were saying like a burial site, but they've never found any human remains.
No.
I mean, they found other archaeological stuff.
Yeah.
But And now you can't go on the mounds, obviously, which would make sense, because a whole bunch of people running up and down on the mounds and climbing them, it would wear them down after time. So, I get that part of it, but it was kind of neat though to go out there.
Yeah, because I know when we went in there, they had dugout canoe in there.
Yep.
You see that?
I did. Ben thought it was a roller coaster for some reason. I don't know why. Ben was like, "Oh, look, it's a roller coaster," and I was like, "Ben, it's a canoe." And he goes, "Oh, I thought it was a roller coaster." So I'm like, maybe he's just trying to I don't know, have a good time or something.
No, yeah.
Ben. But let's see here. So, when it comes to the mounds in America, not only do we have them here though, but we have them up north where they were finding giant mounds. Oh, what I was saying is, when these farmers were finding some of these mounds on their property, they were told just to
Plow them over.
So how many mounds have we lost due to
Farmers.
Well, and I don't blame the farmers. I mean, they're being told. I mean, trust the government.
Yeah. Never trust the government.
No. Veterans, we don't trust the government because we've seen a thing or two. Simple enough as that. Hey, John, what's up, homie? How are you? So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
yesterday, getting a chance to go out, get the kids, some culture and everything. To where now they're wanting to go, next time. I haven't figured out where we're going to go next, but we're going to go somewhere else, and I'm going to get them out to go and see some of the strange phenomena that we actually have in Arkansas.
Yeah.
I got asked this week. I can't remember which show I was interviewed for. Was it? No, I think it was Betsy. I think it was Betsy's show, and they were asking me about why I think Arkansas is probably one of the most underrated, unknown, haunted crypto locations in the country. And I told them straight up: go to your backyard, start digging. What's the first thing you're going to find?
Quartz.
Lots of it. The whole state is covered in quartz. We really are. And we also have one of the most heavily forested areas in the lower 48.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, over half the estate's covered in forest.
Yeah. I mean, and we're bigger than what we look on the map.
Yeah.
We really are. So it'll take you, if you were to go from the northeast corner to the southwest corner of the state, it's going to take you roughly about 6 hours, if not more, to travel.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that, just how big we really are.
Yeah, because come from Little Rock to go to Oklahoma
we're in the center. So
just go to the state line is about 2.5
hours.
Yeah, 2.5 to 3 hours. Yeah.
So wherever we're at, that's exactly, and I like that part. But the rest of the state, there's small towns spread out. Boom town, surrounded by woods. And I do think that Arkansas is part of the reason why we are is due to the quartz, due to just that magical mystery. There is something magical about Arkansas that a lot of people fail to realize. Unless you live here, or if you come here, then it's a totally different vibe in the field especially when you get out in the woods.
Oh yeah,
especially when you get out in the woods. But it's a lot of fun though. I mean, think about it. We got Heber Springs, we got Hot Springs, and both those towns are haunted. Now we could talk about the quartz, we could talk about the springs. It has the name. You know what I mean? So Eureka, Eureka Springs, Heber Springs, especially Eureka Springs.
Oh yeah.
And the history that comes in.
Silent Springs.
Yeah, which is funny. So Eureka Springs has got, the Crescent Hotel. Hot Springs got the Arlington. Which are both, infamously known to be haunted.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought they had another hotel down there too.
In Hot Springs?
Yeah.
I think every hotel in Hot Springs is haunted.
Probably.
I mean, just throwing that out there at you guys. I think, all of them are completely haunted. So, but all right, so that was fun. Let's see here. Joey just sent you a pic of a whole bucket of quartz. Sweet. Well, I think my phone just went off. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Joey. Sure did. There's a bucket full of. Yep.
Holy crap!
That's a lot of you. Welcome to Arkansas. That's all I gotta say on that one. You can't really
where did you get all that quartz at? Your backyard?
Probably. Let's see here. I mean, I could dig it. I mean, we go to the backyard right now and dig. I mean, that's why I was wanting to do the above ground fire pit that we were talking about to save us on trying to dig in the backyard.
You ain't wrong. If we did, I'd bring a pickaxe.
Yeah, I had that one antique one that I found.
That military one?
Yeah. That's amazing. I love that little thing.
Got a military pick shovel.
Yeah, I can't remember I found that at you.
Oh no, it's quite neat. We need to put
Yeah,
some WD-40 on it though.
you need to clean it up. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna hang it up, and in the tavern area because it looks really sweet. So now that we got them working on the Joey at the Air Force Base. Yep. Oh yeah. Again.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cryptids at the Air Force Base. Remember we had a interview the guy last year. You had a rock thrown at him.
Yep.
Over there by the stables.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So back before I broke my hand, was doing commercial landscaping. Oh, that sucks about breaking your hand. You should never break your hand. Oh man, but no. So like we interviewed Ash I interviewed Ash the other night, and he was the one telling me about the spiral mounds in Oklahoma. And I was like, it's kind of ironic because we're going this weekend to our mounds.
Huh?
We're going this weekend to our mounds.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. And of course, the kids got a kick out of it. I was telling the kids too. I was like, some people think that giants is a giant burial. And Sammy was like, that's a big giant. And I was like, yeah, well, the one mound's 38 feet tall.
I just love it when we were walking out there and be like, Jacob's roughly 6'1".
Oh,
that'd be two Jacobs.
Well, that's why I explained it to them, what a giant is. Because, in their mindset, they're used to like giants. They're talking like BFGs, the BFG shows. I mean, we're talking like, 40 feet tall, a whole bunch of stuff like that. However, with like I broke it down for you. So, okay, so let's look at the average height of what these people were over there. And we're talking maybe 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
So if you have somebody that's 10 feet tall, that's twice your height and your width.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to, that's a giant.
Be enormous to you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. I was trying to explain to him. So not only do you go with height, you got to go with width. Same thing with our, Sasquatches, So you have to be able, it's kind of hard to put into perspective. So that's what I was trying to do with the kids. Like, hey, look, this is, so you look at Jacob. So Jacob's at 6 foot. So you add something 10 foot, that's 4 feet over Jacob. So I was looking down. Now I do 12 foot. That's 2 of Jacob's up high.
Mm-hmm.
Now broad Jacob out. And they're like, Sam was like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, so I don't know what the mounds are. I mean, because again, they did find all arrows, but the river's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a meeting ground as well back in the day, but they were finding evidence like 5,000 years ago. 5,000 years ago.
Yeah. Long ways back.
Yeah. So you're thinking about, so what was going on? But, I have my pre-Adam theories, civilizations that took place, pre-Adam.
Yeah.
Pre-Adam civilizations. When it talks about, we're talking about Cain and Abel, and, Cain kills Abel and he gets kicked out to the wilderness. He gets marked, but he was afraid. And then all of a sudden he gets married and he's building cities.
Yeah.
And I'm like, with who?
Mm-hmm.
And, if you think about how, so if you pay attention, look into like Genesis, where God said he created, that no, it was Sunday, guys, getting a little bit of a sermon. So that, God created man in his own image.
Yes.
So it almost seems like if you're reading it, like he's done this before.
Yeah.
Prime example, everybody talks about the angels in heaven were jealous, that revolted against God because man was given free will. Well, let's back that up. The revolt took place before man was created. Okay. And to be able to revolt and fight against God, you kind of have to have free will.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No.
So Offbeat. Good morning, Offbeat. So, that's where I'm looking at that right there of how are we going to, so again, 5,000 years. And of course, we have a lot of people who, believe that the world is only about 5, 7,000, 10,000 years old. Going back that, and it's not like you said when you were up there. Was you that was telling me that you were meeting with somebody at the Smithsonian? Who was I talking to? No, it wasn't you, was it? Or was it Dawn? No, who was it? Somebody recently we were talking about the Smithsonian hiding stuff, and they were there, and they were talking about the carbon dating.
Oh, that was me.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, that was me. We were talking about the carbon dating and all that. One guy asked the Smithsonian director, like, "Hey, how you date the fossils?" He goes, "Oh, we date the fossils by the dirt it's in." And he asked the other question, but changed 2 things. He goes, "How you date the dirt?" He goes, "Oh, we date the dirt by the fossils." It's like you contradict yourself.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're backtracking to a point. It doesn't make sense. How you date the dirt with the fossils, but you want to date the fossils by the dirt.
It which brings up, like Sammy brought it up yesterday too, and she goes, well, Dad, I mean, how come we don't know that much about history? And I said, well, because people don't want to acknowledge the full story of history, and one of them weren't writing it down, and she brought it up too. She said, but they would pass it down. So yes, it would pass these down. So if you would go, my theory is our history really only goes back 150 years.
Yes.
Okay, just like I broke it down for them. So, I'm 50. Okay, so in 60 years from now, I'm going to be 110, probably dead.
He'd be dust.
Okay, I will be dust. So if I didn't have the podcast, though, my legacy dies with them.
Yes,
because they're going to tell their grandkids about their dad, and their grandkids are going to look at them like,
my grandpa.
Your dad did what?
Your grandpa went and looked for Bigfoot in the woods.
Yeah, but I mean, but even if we didn't do what we're doing, though, you see what I'm saying? So that legacy, our history kind of pretty much dies almost with our kids, in a lot of ways, especially if you're not famous and having authors and books.
Yeah.
But by doing this, so our legacy carries on. So my great grandkids will be able to pull up and look and say, "Oh man, that was my great grandpa. He was out there." So that's where history dies, though. And I can write down my version of history, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's right. It's just my version of it.
Yeah.
And that's where we get I think a lot of this stuff is lost in A, translation, and B, in storytelling. We don't sit around anymore and tell stories. I mean, we're on these things all the time, so, and we don't sit around and talk and share. That's why I tell everybody too, if you've had an encounter, I mean, that's part of your legacy.
Yeah.
Your paranormal cryptid encounter, UFO, deer hunting encounter, major encounter that you've had in your life, to you may seem insignificant, but that's still part of your legacy and part of who you are. And that's why it's important to get our story still put out there, or it will be lost.
Yeah, you ain't wrong on that.
Now Ben's a little young to fully understand what happened to me at the AHA event. I'm not going to share the full details with him.
No.
All he knows is something happened to Dad, at Fort Hood, and Dad was like, "I'm looking for Bigfoot now."
Yep.
Now, when he gets older, is able to mentally comprehend without, then I think it would be.
He'll probably be going out in the woods with you.
He wants to. We had that conversation this morning.
Oh yeah.
He wants to. So I'm just, that's why I said, in a couple of weeks we're going to go on another little venture, and then another little venture. So from here on out, by getting this started, we're going to do more and more ventures, other than just going to Pinnacle, because that's pretty much what we just go to Pinnacle. So, and going fishing. But all right, we've been talking about that for quite a while. Let's talk about last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So last Saturday we went back up to our Render. Good morning. We went back up to our area in north of Hebert.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is where Render is from, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad. I really, really do, because we were right there, and I didn't think about reaching out to him that we were in the area until the next night when I was being interviewed on the show, and I was like, I feel so bad that I did not. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
we were in that moment out there in the woods and all that, looking.
Well, yeah, I mean, and again, so Render, my apologies, and I would love to blame this one on Jacob, but I can't. So this one's all me, and like I told you guys, a week ago, I apologize. Next time we come up there, though, we'll link up at that one diner that we talked about off air, and we'll have some breakfast and stuff. So, and get a chance to maybe meet Chumming, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll go and have breakfast with them, meet up with them. And if they're brave enough and NDA enough, then we'll bring them out for a couple hours, maybe show them our investigation area. So, because we are getting the NDA put together for that. Yeah. And that's to protect the property owners. Mm-hmm. So
I fully agree with that.
But I mean, I know the people that we've taken up there so far, Chumming, great group. Show. I know that they're not going to share anything. JD and Larry aren't going to. Yeah, they're not going to do it at all. So
no, they're too respectful.
Yeah, but so next month, now that we're in March, so next month, Render, that's when we're coming back up there. We're going to do a weekend investigation with everything. So all right, so and Render, you're going to love this story because this story involves you here in a second. So we'll get to what happened on our investigation.
All right.
Okay. So let's talk about the weird thing.
Which one?
in the backyard, my backyard.
Oh, that one. That
That one.
That is
All right.
funny.
Okay, so all right,
I don't know
We-
how it happened either.
I've already told this. So all right, all right, here we go.
Very.
We go to Saturday. Tommy comes over Saturday afternoon, feeds Jack and Nugget,
Mhm.
lets them out, lets them play.
Yeah.
Right. Locks them back up because he texts everything. Right. So I get home, we let the dogs out, right? Unload everything,
Mhm.
Jump in the shower, relax on the couch, because Nugget has to have his cuddle time. If he doesn't, I mean, y'all don't understand. This dog is attached to my hip. And
is.
Ben will tell you, so he'll want to sit on the couch with me and he'll cuddle up, and Nugget will purposely walk over him in between us, plop down, and start pushing Ben away to where Ben just goes, "Fine, you can have him." No kidding. No kidding. Nugget, he's a daddy's boy. So, Nugget. So I knew I had to give Nugget some cuddle time since I hadn't been home all day.
Mhm.
Well, we so that morning, let the dogs out, did a live show with Eric. Great show last week with Eric Salagi. Thank you, Eric, for coming on again. We knew I was being interviewed that evening by Render.
Yeah.
So you remember talking about that. So we had a whole bunch of new equipment in from Miss Lisa. So thank you, Lisa, again. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. We're still trying to figure out how to get some of it to work. So we're going through that. Chris popped in for a minute, right? Because his hoodie came in. So he popped in, got his hoodie, and left.
Yeah.
Well, I'm chilling out, had dinner, relaxed, everything. Did the show with the Render. Great episode. It aired on their channel, by the way, on
Nice.
Friday. So y'all need to go if you don't want to check out the show, go ahead. Why we were talking on Render show, since it's already aired, I'll tell you guys. They brought up the Fae folk.
Yeah.
And how I deal with, what's been going on with me and the Fae.
Mhm.
I got choked up. I got choked up to the point, and I got choked up. I had a hard time. I had to mute my microphone, step away from the camera, and I was almost gagging and puking in the sink. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you telling
So
me.
I told you, I told you this. So it took me a few minutes. I got it under control. Come back, we finished the conversation. Take the headphones off and we're done, and I can hear music. And I don't mean like, there's like, a party going. It's like a party, like about three. Yeah, she even said to a few times. I started only on the Fae. If you remember, only on the time we were talking about the Fae. So I step outside. No, so I go by the party. The music sounded like it was coming from about 3 houses down.
Okay.
Like an outside, block party kind of
Yeah.
music. Somebody's outside playing like what we do.
Mhm.
But after 9:00 at night on a Sunday night in my town, which you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cops will show up and tell you to turn it down. So,
Noise complaint.
so I'm right there I'm by the fireplace. I'm going, okay, I can hear music, but it doesn't make any sense. The dogs are not reacting. They're just laying there. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe the TV's on in my room. So I go to my room, got to use the bathroom anyways. Go to my room, use the bathroom. TV's not on. I come back in and I don't hear it. I'm like, all right, so I go to the garage, smoke a cigarette real quick. I'm like, okay, the dog's out.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So when I moved in, the people before me had left these tiki torches out. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So they had 2 tiki torches on the bamboo sticks. They were blue canisters that, they were holding them up.
Teal.
I mean, it was, wintertime, and I haven't had a chance to work too much in the backyard. Honestly, guys, I have, because as soon as I moved into the house, it was Ohio, it was another expo, and then it was nonstop football.
Mhm.
I mean, everything going on. So I figured the spring is when I start working. So the bamboo went down. The tiki torches fell down. The dogs running around knocked them down. One of those things. A little Nugget running around with the bamboo sticks. Not gonna lie, was kind of funny. Yeah, because he's like this big and he's running around the giant, tiki torch stick in his mouth in the backyard. So
Nugget for you.
So paint the picture of the tiki torch. They're not up. And I have security cameras at the house, by the way. So anybody think anything, I do have security cameras in the house. I open up the back door to let the dogs out. And right there where the tiki torches had been up before, one tiki torch was stuck in the ground and the teal canister was sitting right beside it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember you sent me a picture of that.
And
pull it up.
I looked and I was like, okay. So my first thought was yesterday, the day before, Tommy had set it up. So I out there goofing around with the dogs and set it up. Here, see if we can put it up on the camera. I'm not able to.
If you can,
You have to get closer to that camera up there. You got the glare on it. Y'all see that? Yeah, that it's still set up that way, by the way.
Yeah.
So I get a hold of Tommy. Like, hey, did you do this? And he goes, no, brother, I didn't. No. I'm like, all right. So I got a hold of you, sent you the picture. Hey, did you do this yesterday at all? And you're like,
Do
no.
what?
Don't remember seeing it like that at all the day before we left. Don't
No.
remember seeing it all day Sunday. But Sunday night, though, when I got done with the render, it was
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So next thought process was, well, maybe the kids did it. But again, I'm checking the security cameras. And the last time was activated was me on that Friday walking and doing some stuff in the backyard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was it.
Mhm.
And we were trying to look. And remember, we were trying to see if you could see it. We
Yeah.
couldn't see it at
No.
all. So, because there's a tree right there where ironic, isn't it? Okay.
It's
So,
a perfect placement.
yeah. So we have that going on. I am just like, oh, okay. So the kids come and right at the bat, hey, did y'all do this? And they're both like, no. And to be honest with you, no, because it's stuck into
it
the
is.
ground. It's not just in the ground. I mean, it's buried. Like
It's-
you had to,
Yeah, it's about 3 inches down in the
you had to
ground.
drive it into the ground. So, yeah. So render, that's what happened after I got done with your interview. Just saying.
I just love it when you message me. He goes, "Did you do this?" So I'm like, "Do what?" And about that time, here comes the picture. I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of weird."
So now we think that the Fae just wants to hang out in the backyard instead
They
of hanging out in the
probably
tavern.
do.
So we've been hanging in the backyard. What's up, buddy? Little Ben's gonna pop in and say hi. All right. Let's get to the investigation on Saturday.
Ooh, all right.
You're gonna like this. Okay. So we get up there, and again, you guys, when you go cryptid hunting, is a lot like going fishing. Cryptid, paranormal, what investigating, it's a lot like fishing. Yes, render, it was crazy. So we go, and nothing. We explored the whole entire property. We're having a good time. We're doing great and wonderful. And we get to our final area because we broke the areas down into 4 areas.
Mhm.
Remember? So I have area 1, which is to the upper left of the house.
Yeah.
Right to the left of the house.
Yeah,
Area
yeah.
2 is
Yeah.
where the knuckle tracks were at, the eye shine was at,
3 and 4.
and the growl was at.
Yeah.
Okay. Area 3 is where it butts up against the other lady's property
Yeah,
that we can't go into.
yeah,
Okay,
over
with the
here
fence, like right behind their
by the
house.
watering hole.
Yeah, down there by the water hole. So that's area 3.
Mhm.
Then area 4 is over by their house.
Yeah.
So with the vegetation and everything down, we were able to do more exploring
Oh, yeah.
than we were before. So in area 2, we found the 1 track.
Mhm.
Okay, y'all want to see the track we found? Oh, hang on a second. Let me do the screen share real quick. I got it right here.
No, I'm just
Right here. So this is, let me get it opened up, you guys. So those of you at home watching currently. All right. So, all right. See, this is where I miss my mouse at because I can't scroll. How do you scroll with a, oh, look at that. So we get, okay, let me find the track first. Y'all can see everything. I know you can. Where's it at? I think it's hidden behind the screen right here.
which one are we looking for? The first one?
Let's see here. Trying to find the print. Where did the print go? Right here. All right. So there you guys go. So you can see this is 1 track that we found. And it looks like the left toe.
That is so cool.
Okay. So it's like the left toe right in here. If you guys can see me moving the cursor at home and the toes come around. It looked kind of odd. I did have a picture of the leaves out of it. So this is kind of an older track, but you can clearly see on this side right here where the foot head came into contact, but it looks like the ball of his left or her left foot is where it stepped in right there. So that was really cool to me. Been able to find that. And that was what we found in our area 2. All right. Then we get over to area 4 and we find probably some of the coolest structures ever. Look at that.
Hmm?
This is north of Hebert. Yeah. So look at that. So you can clearly see right here, and we stumbled upon this. Now, where this structure is at, though, this is an area 4 for those of you who've been there before.
No, that's area 3.
No, this is area 4.
Okay.
Area 4 is right beside the house, by their feeder.
Oh, yeah.
So this is right by their. This is probably 30 yards
Yeah, that
from their
is-
house. 30 yards from their house. You can see right here the structure in place, low, laying low.
Mhm.
Okay, another angle of it, and you see how just well camouflaged it is. Now the pictures don't do it justice, and I don't have that one picture you have
Which
of me
one?
standing kind of in front of it. So
See
you have
if
to
I
wait a
can
minute.
pull that up.
Hang on, we're on screen share right now. So we find all this. So this is just some of what we found on our first run through there. All right. Now, I get the idea that you and me are going to just kind of like you go to area 2, I'll go to area 2, you go to area 3, and we'll just sit there. We'll record. We'll,
I mean, that's about the best pick close.
yeah, see if we can get that on the camera. Well, wait, just hold on to that one for a second. Let me just video pulled up. Now, this is the crazy phenomenon that we found right here, you guys. This is crazy. So for 3 minutes, all I'm doing is sitting, and I've got my phone, and I'm just kind of rotating it like this. So I just want y'all to listen for a minute because I scanned to so I'll pause real quick. So give y'all a little bit. Okay, so over here is where the knuckle track was found at. If you can see my cursor, this is where the knuckle track was found. It's right over here. The eye shine that me and Chris encountered last summer was right down here. And right over in here, this is where we got growled at the first time we went out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So everybody has an idea. And you got to wait because once I scan over to the left is where you get this really crazy phenomenon. Just kind of watch. So I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but it sounded like it started off with one small knock, and then it goes into 3 rapid knocks. Now I don't hear it because obviously you see I'm just still scanning. I hit play again. You see, I pause right here. So just, and on top of it, you can hear how quiet it is. This is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing. Now Jacob's area, you had what over there?
Bird chirping, rabbits jumping around, crickets.
I had silence. So we decide that we're going to do this again, but we're going to go back down there at dusk. Now we don't hear the sound until the next day, by the way. So let me go to the first video. Well, one of the videos that we ran down there at dusk. Look, there's us. Look, there's you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so it was this one. Yeah, this was a good one. So this is at dusk. If it'll load up. Our internet connection moves. There you go. So this is at dusk.
Oh, that was over by the rocks.
Yeah. But I want everybody to hear just how quiet it is. Look at that amazing camera work. That's amazing. Who is that good looking camera guy?
I was looking to see who was the sexy stud with the freaking rifle.
Great. He's a sexy man. Look at that sexy
So we heard a
guy.
whoop. I was just pointing the camera down there. So it also sounds like people are talking. Every once in a while, it sounds like somebody will be talking. Now, there is a house right over there and on the other side of this valley that we're in.
And this time we
But
were hearing that samurai.
Sound, I mean,
gibberish.
No, we didn't have the samurai. We didn't have the chatter. I was here. I kept hearing, like, I kept saying, I hear like people are talking.
Yeah.
So this is where, okay, so playing it back the other night, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to catch it. So this is at night. This is area 2 still. Now it's gotten dark. We've worked our way
Yeah.
down. Now, but me and Ray, though, before this, remember we were on our way down, we got growled at. We had two distinct,
Yeah.
deep, good, louder growls than what we heard the first time. And there's a part where I turn. Where are you at? Because I turn and see you. And I thought you were
Yeah,
filming. You were
recording.
just taking pictures. Where'd you go?
What'd you hear?
You're in here somewhere.
There's something
I'm
moving.
trying to skip it ahead. Because Ray heard a noise.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yep. Okay. So
Mhm.
this is where I hear chatter.
That's voices. That's a dog. But that's voices coming from behind us. I'm recording you too. Oh,
Blowing the crap out of me.
Because I'm clearly stating you can hear.
Yeah, you said it a couple
I,
times.
I hear people. I hear people. You know.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I don't. But what's funny though is that hearing the chatter that we heard, almost sounds similar to what I heard Sunday night when I got done with the render. Like I said, music.
Mhm.
It was similar to that.
So when we were down that Gorge Valley area, yeah, I
Uh-huh.
could hear something playing. So because I know we had where we were directly to our 12 was a house and all that, but the music sounded like it was coming about 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy though, huh?
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, I mean that one's got me.
granted, this was what 8,
But now you're gonna love this one.
7, 8 o'clock at night.
So the first clip,
Mhm.
okay, I played it for Justin, Cribbles
Mhm.
the Corn, to get his take on it.
Okay.
He said it sounds like bass echolocation when it bounces off of a microphone. That's what I love about Justin. Justin he's like the smartest guy in the room, but he never acts like it. So when I played it for him right off the bat, he goes, "Well, that sounds like bat echolocation, but not at 3 o'clock in the afternoon."
Yeah.
He goes, "If you go play footage, you'll hear it almost sounds like a kind of a knock sound when their echolocation bounces off of a microphone."
Okay.
So, and then we brought it up again, infrasound.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if we actually caught infrasound? What if we caught infrasound on that?
That'd be cool.
So, I don't know if y'all heard that or not at home or anything, but the funny part is that when you put headphones on, you really can't hear it.
No, you couldn't.
But on the computer speakers, you can hear it plain as day.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin heard it plain as day. He's like, going, "Yeah, that's what it sounds like." He goes, "So, what if we caught infrasound? What if we caught physical evidence of infrasound?"
I know.
Am I the only one excited about this? Apparently so. Give me where's that at? Which one is it?
I don't know.
I don't know if y'all can hear that or not.
I want to see. Let me pull up my phone, see if I can hear.
Let me try that again, see if we can hear it. Ready? Oh, well, I was trying to play the noise of the... Oh, wrong one. Hang on. Nope, wrong one. Did we find it for a second? There it is. Okay, so again, we may have found infrasound. Look, you guys, you're supposed to have fun doing this stuff. All right. First off, raw and unfiltered, drunken crips. This is how we like to do it around here. Man, but what I mean, and we're not done yet though. But we got some other cool news coming up too, though.
Yep.
All right. So, my daughter is a diehard fan of crawfish. She will tear up some mud bugs like there's no tomorrow. And if you're in Arkansas, you're probably part of that. The whole crawfish boil, everything like that at all. Okay, so Charles heard it. You heard it. All right, thank you, Charles. Love Charles. Love you, Charles, in an Army way. Not the Navy. No, I love my Navy veterans. Y'all keep kicking butt right now. Be safe. Anyways, so we're gonna have a crawfish boil.
Yep.
We are gonna have a crawfish boil on March 8th. Okay.
Mhm.
And we are going to have it here from 2 to 4, I think. 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'll have the kids. We're doing a crawfish bowl. If you're with the Drunken Cryptid people and you want to, I'll create the event today. Okay. This is what I love. Bart is doing some specials for us. Let me show you the specials for what we're doing on our crawfish boil on March 28th.
Okay.
Here at Drunken Cryptids. You ready? So first off, you're going to love this one. All right. You're going to get a $2 off of Blue Light and Bush Light drafts. $2. So $2 Blue Light and $2 Bush Light.
Bush
So
Light.
so
Blue
for
Light.
you Bush Light drinkers, $2 drafts. You Blue Light, the Diamond Bear Blue Light guys. I like the Blue Light. I do like the
Yeah.
Blue Light. That's a good beer. $2. So you'll know what I'll be drinking that day.
Yep.
Right. And so not only are you going to get that, you're going to get so only for the Drunken Cryptids crew who will be showing up and hanging out with us. We'll have a good time. We'll be set up over here. We'll be laughing and goofing off. I'll have the banner put up. I'll have stickers. I got stickers today. Only one person got a sticker. Andrew. Hold on. Where's Andrew at? Andrew, this is for you, buddy. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Andrew, for coming. All right. So we're gonna do buy 1 pound of crawfish, you get a half pound for free. So you're getting a pound and a half of crawfish for the price of one.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
That'd be tearing
That's-
some
that's-
bugs for that.
I mean, come on. I mean, Sammy could probably do that on her own.
Oh yeah.
Sammy could probably tear up a pound and a half of crawfish on her own. And she'll be sitting right here the whole entire time, ignoring everybody, tearing up some crawfish.
Look, she's staring.
And she's standing right at us. And if you remember last year when we came down here for the crawfish, they weren't little crawfish either, were they? Big old crawfish, huh? So Bart's. Did you hear that behind me?
It's probably
Oh, okay, I was like going, we're getting noises in here now.
it's the
The
Fae
Fae have
folk.
followed us.
The Fae.
So he's the Fae. So that is some of the big news, you guys, of what we have going on. So March 28th, we're going to be back down here at Old Bart's at Diamond Bear, 600 North Broadway Street. And again, just where the event's going to be at. We're doing the Crypto Fest down here as well. I'll have stickers and stuff on the 28th. I'll have some t-shirts as well if you want to come and hang out. We'll have the computer and everything. If y'all want to check out some of the footage, kind of look and see what we've been doing, come down, check it out. Some of the stuff that doesn't get published, you get a chance to, meet me if you haven't already. You get a chance to meet Jacob if you haven't already. I'll have my little kiddos as well. The crawfish thing, it's a lot of fun, you guys. It's a good community thing. Support your local business. Support everybody local. Get out here, hang out, have fun. It's going to be at 2 to 4 p.m. Put it on your calendar right now. Right now. Put it on your calendar. March 28th. Andrew just put it on his calendar already. I just watched him do it. So, and of course, Sammy's already, I told Sammy we were doing it yesterday. She got excited. Now she's on her tablet with her headphones on and giving me that side eye. The only a 12-year-old can do. Speaking of which, by the way, my little girl is no longer little. She's now 12 in less than a week from today. So she'll be celebrating with her mom as we are going to be where? Where are we going to be at?
Kansas.
That's right. So next week's live, you guys, is probably going to be on. Maybe I can. Yeah, I guess we could set it up on our way back. Maybe
Yeah,
stop
in the
somewhere,
truck.
set it up in the truck,
Yeah.
do a hot spot, and we'll do a live show from somewhere between here and Iola, Kansas.
A truck stop.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll probably be tired, and we'll talk about and share some of the stuff that we captured while we were going on a wonderful paranormal investigation invited by Chumming the Spirits. That was really nice and gracious of them to invite us to come up there. So we're gonna be doing an overnight in a haunted mortuary in a week from now.
I'm staying in the morgue.
You're staying where?
I'm staying in the morgue.
You're staying in the morgue?
Yep.
Well, apparently there's a room where there's like knots and knocks and everything else like that happens. Room. That's the room they're putting me in. Yeah, I was like, of course you
I gotta
are.
say, they better not leave me in a room by myself.
You're not sleeping with me. Last time we were in Ohio, man. Let me tell you something. I mean, I worry about you. I mean, the snoring, dear God. And let me tell you something. The snoring, Jacob snoring. This isn't like for the weak. I mean, you can't be weak around Jacob with just snoring. There's none. And my favorite one was when he fell asleep with his phone on. He just lay down watching reels or something. And I'm scrolling through Facebook on my phone. He lays down and immediately the snore. I mean, I swear, if the room, I mean, yeah, look, there's going to be no haunting or ghosts or anything around because it's going to be Jacob snoring. I'm just going to throw that out there. And again, I love Jacob to death. No, I can give Jacob crap all day long. Nobody else can give you crap all day long, but I'll give you crap all day long. So, what's up, Rebel Manchu? That's right. For those of you who don't know, Manchu 9th Infantry Regiment. It's an honor to be a Manchu. It's a pain in the butt to become one, too, though, to be honest with you. 25-mile road march. You got to do a ceremony. So, but yeah, so heck yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. We're excited about it. And then, of course, in 3 weeks, we're going to be with the Arkansas boys, Wendell's group. Wendell, you changed your name so many times. Well, Arkansas boys, folklore. Is it folklore? Yeah, it's folklore. We're going to be with. Yeah, it was Wendell. Wendell's group. Wendell, though, I love Wendell. Wendell's a great guy, super nice guy. If y'all never met Wendell, you're missing out. But he was gracious enough to invite me to come up to Ozark on the 21st of March. Yeah, we got a busy month, dude. We're going to be camping out the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We're going to be coming back the 22nd of March. And it's going to be at Paradise Pizza in Ozark. Will be a town hall meeting. I'm going to be emceeing it. I'm going to be being a speaker as well. Tanis is going to be there. There's some other speakers going to be there, so you get a chance. Come on out, do some investigation. It's a public investigation. Now the camping area is $15 to camp at. So, but I think with my veteran status, I get for free. Yeah. So I mean, covered. I have a spot set up. I was going to go buy a tent, but then Tony said I'll just give you one. So thank you, Tony. So I'll just get an air mattress. I need one anyways for this weekend. Yeah. So I got to get that put in place. So, but March 21st, you guys, that's where we'll be at. So, if you're in the area, that's your part of neck of the woods, come on out, hang out with us. Yeah, I'll be goofy and silly. So Jacob will be quiet and brooding on his phone as he always is.
Taking pictures.
This is not taking pictures.
Taking pictures, guys. I gotta see what this is.
Like, I'm trying to get him to do the live show. I'm trying to get this up on the TV behind me for the live to come on, and he's on his phone. I'm like, what?
I was backing out.
He was not backing out.
You're not clicking on it.
You're not putting a boat to the lake. There's no backing out. Okay. See, jokes for days. All right, guys. I think we're getting ready to wrap it up. So again, big news is March 28th. We'll be down here for a crawfish boil. Don't forget the Crypto Fest is still going on. Check out the links and all across social media platforms. We're gonna be there. We have some great episodes coming up. We've done some great interviews. There's some great. Was honored enough to be interviewed for a couple of shows this week as well. Render being one of them. Thank you, Render, for having me on last week. It was a lot of fun visiting with you guys. Great episode. It dropped Friday on their channel. So if you guys want to go check out my interview with them, definitely please go check them out, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure you share everything. And what we're doing now is that we're taking our live shows and we're dropping them on all of our social media platforms. Well, our streaming services on Wednesdays. So this episode will be dropping this Wednesday on like Spotify and Apple and everything else like that. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing your morning with us. More to come. So next weekend will be us talking about Half Asleep, coming back from Iola, hanging with Chumming and them. There will be tons of pictures. There is also on the Facebook page pictures from yesterday of the mounds and such. So make sure you check that out. Am I missing anything?
Not that I know.
Trying to think. No, I think we're good. All right, guys, man. Y'all stay safe. And looking forward to hanging out with you guys. Looking forward to seeing you guys at our events. So put it on the calendar. And so all I can tell you guys is, man, here's a missing a good beer.